My name is Rosalind and I work with the ASEAN Youth Forum as the Advocacy Officer. And to summarize the World Human Rights Cities Forum, it was actually our first time hosting the World Human Rights Cities Forum with the Royal Wallenberg Institute, and we could not wish for a better result, actually. So, in keeping with the theme of it being a youth talk, we wanted it to provide the space for youth to bring out their voices, which is why during the first part of the session, we gave the space for youth representatives from Southeast as well as South Asia to present their recommendations on the issues of human rights and climate change. And we also followed that session with a panel discussion to discuss the ways that we go forward from here, because this issue concerns all of us, regardless of our age or capacity. And the panel members consist of a government official, a representative from the Association of Local Governments in Asia Pacific, as well as youth representative from both South and Southeast Asia, and a human rights expert from the RWI. And during the session, the participants were very engaged. The chat box were very active during the discussion, and the number of participants, they were steady until the end of the session, which made us feel that they were very well connected with the discussion. And so the things that I learned from the session was, I learned some really great insights from the youth representatives, actually. And I was not really surprised by that, because I noticed that when it comes to climate activism, young people are the ones who have been leading the movement for this. And one thing that Ridul, the youth representative from South Asia, said is that young people have the competitive advantage that structured NGOs or even governments don't have. For example, they have the ability to reach other young people who could bring potential solutions to these issues, which is why it is important to involve a diversity of young people in the policymaking process and not limit them based on their linguistic skills or even where they came from. And also the youth representative from Southeast Asia, Anukriti, she raised a very thought-provoking point. She said that for change to happen, the young people of this generation should take a step back and reflect on the kind of future that they want. So, questions like, do we want the economy to grow even at an unsustainable rate, which will ultimately force us to rely on traditional sources of energy? I mean, even if the answer is a hard no, it is not easy as flipping a coin and saying that, oh, we are just going to be super carbon neutral now, no more buildings and no more constructions, because it is not that simple. I mean, it is a journey that each and every one of us must take seriously to see that actions have consequences. And in order for those consequences not to damage our environment, we need to adapt to an environmentally conscious lifestyle, which is it may not be necessarily the easiest or the simplest, but it is necessary in order for all of us to, to have a future. Yeah, so that's what I learned from the sessions. Thank you.